guys, it's Aisha, and today I am showing you guys how I get ready for a wedding ceremony or a reception or any big event. Okay, so I just took off my mask and now I'm about to use my moisturizer. I use the Clinique Dramatically Different moisturizer, and this is one of my favorite moisturizers because I do a lot to my skin where I think it would dry out if I wasn't using this moisturizer. So for instance, since I have a lot of acne, I like to use things that kind of dry out my acne and just kind of tighten my face. And although I have normal skin and it's totally fine for me to use those products, since I use them very often, I feel like if I wasn't using such a moisturizing moisturizer, my skin would be very, very dry. So using this Clinique moisturizer really helps balance out my skin and, you know, keep it from drying out, because I know especially in the wintertime my skin will dry out. The primer that I use is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer, and I love this primer because it goes on and it looks very whitening when you put it on. And although that may scare some people just because, you know, you don't want your face looking that white, it really, like, underneath your makeup and everything, it helps kind of brighten up your face and just like makes it look a lot more glowier and like nicer. I remember for the longest time I didn't use any highlighter or anything, but I remember during my homecoming when I first started using this product, everybody asked what highlighter I used, and I was like, I did not use any highlighter, I just used a really good primer. As you can see, my foundation is like 10 shades lighter than my actual skin tone, but don't you worry, I'm going to be putting things over to help it match my skin tone even more. And I'm also getting my foundation all over my eyebrows, which is why I like to fill in my eyebrows at the end, even though I don't really need to fill in my eyebrows since they're naturally very dark. It's just a way to make them stand out from all of the foundation that was put on top of it. For my concealer, I was talking to my sister, sorry about that. I am using my Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation, and the reason for that is because this was the foundation I used when I was very, very paler, I guess. Last winter, I was just a lot different from my skin tone now. And so since I still had the foundation and didn't really know what to do with it, I decided to use it as a concealer until it runs out. And it works really well since it's still kind of my skin tone, just very lighter. It works very well as a concealer since it still matches my tone. And then I like to use a blending brush to pat that into my under eyes, and I also like to go over it on my blemishes and dark spots. Using a random powder brush that I bought at Ulta years ago and using the Tarte Amazonian Clay powder. And this one is literally my summer foundation when I am the tannest I'll ever be. But it balances out with the foundation that I use since the foundation is very, very light for my skin. And I like to do this little trick because I feel like when you use a light foundation and then a dark powder on top, it helps kind of brighten up your skin. I've gotten a lot of compliments when I do this little trick. My eyeshadow base, I like to use the Chopper color from the Naked 2 palette, which is very similar to my skin tone, just with a little bit of shimmer. And I use that as a base. I put it all over my eyelids and kind of spread it out to the outer brow bone areas, getting as close to my eyebrows as possible without actually touching my eyebrows. I'm going to take the color YDK from the Naked 2 palette again, which is a very copper color. And I'm going to first start by putting it on my brow bone area, the outer corner, and then spreading it into the outer areas of my eyelids. But I try to get as close to the middle of my eyelids without getting too close to the inner corner. And now that I've done that, I'm going to take the color Busted, which is a very sparkly chocolatey brown color, and I'm going to put that into the outer lid area of my eye, just going over the color I used before, but not on my brow bone, just on my lid area. And I'm going to blend that in with all the colors that I... And then lastly, I'm going to take the color Booty Call, and I'm just going to splash that into the middle areas of my lids just to give those areas a little bit of a sparkle. I find that when you add a light color to the middle areas of your lid, it just kind of helps make your eyes look a lot more awake and just a lot more brighter and beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. eyeliner, which is my favorite eyeliner ever. It's like less than $2 and works perfectly. And I'm going to be making a thin line just to help enhance my mascara. I'm also creating a bit of a wing, just nothing too dramatic, just a little cute little baby wing. And then I'll be doing the same thing to the other side. While I wait for my sister to come back with the false lashes, I am reapplying my powder just to dust off any eyeshadow that may have fallen onto my cheeks. And then after that, I'm going to start my contour. So I'm taking my contour palette, I forgot the name already, but I'll have it linked down below. And I'm taking this very orangey dark color and applying it to my cheekbones and the sides of my forehead. Tip I was trying to give you in the video was that when I put on my contour, I like to pinch my powder brush just kind of to make it more precise, since I don't have a fan brush or whatever brush you would use that was a little bit more precise for contouring. And I like to do that especially in my nose area when I'm contouring my nose, just so the powder doesn't go everywhere. Now I'm going to be sculpting my face with the chocolatey brown color and really heavily contouring, not that heavy, just kidding. And I'm just going to be making a line and then blending it out everywhere. And so yeah, that's my contouring. I try not to go too heavy just because sometimes heavy contouring scares me. But a little bit of light contouring really does help your look. Lastly is the highlighter. I take the orangey, glowy, sparkly highlighter from the same palette and I just add it underneath my eyes and in random areas all over my face to look more sparkly. My sister is adding in my false lashes since I suck at doing these on myself. She's using the brand Kiss, which she says was perfect for my eye shape, and apparently the lashes looked very real and natural on me. So basically I forgot to add in the part where I put on my mascara, but I'm using the Benefit Therial mascara, and I think I put the mascara on about 20 minutes after my fake lashes set onto my eyes. Now I'm applying my Tarte lipstick in the color maroon, dark maroon. I don't know if it has an actual name, but it's very glossy. And this is one of my favorite lipsticks. It's very long lasting, and I think it looks great for night parties. Hey guys, I'm all ready for the wedding. I'm wearing a simple polka dot dress and shoes.